It's been about 5 years since we first checked out a compact projector, the Nebula Cosmos Max 4K, and we couldn't help but wonder, how well does it hold up in recent times? Back then, it felt like a pretty reliable way to game big without investing in a massive TV. But does it still have that potential, or should we just dump it for an actual TV instead? Today, we're jumping back in to see if it's still a smart choice for PS5 gaming, or if it's time to move on. As you can see, it's got this unique oval-shaped design that doesn't immediately look like a typical projector. We've moved it from room to room, taken it for a few outdoor movie nights, and it's still as reliable as day one. Definitely not flimsy like some of the portable projectors we've used before. Our old Vankyo comes to mind. This one actually feels like it's built to last. Now, when we lined it up against our regular gaming TV, we got to know the difference. It's comparatively more slim, modern, and has thin bezels, and it's made to be the centerpiece of our setup. Generally speaking, if we mount it on the wall, it basically becomes part of the room. But here's the thing. Once it's there, it's there. Not much flexibility if we want to change things up. So basically, if you're after that clean, permanent look, a gaming TV wins the style points. But as we love the idea of setting up an epic gaming night anywhere, the Cosmos Max just fits that style for us way better. So, the Cosmos Max, after a few years of using it, we gotta say the 4K output still looks pretty nice. But it's not really native 4K, it's using this thing called XPR pixel shifting to upscale the image, which simulates 4K. If we talk about the resolution, it's got a 3840 by 2160 resolution, so it's definitely built to deliver sharp visuals. Now, for movies and chill gaming sessions, it still looks sharp, especially when we're projecting it huge across a wall. Like, it feels amazing sitting back with a massive screen in front of us. But the thing is, we've been using OLED TVs before this. So yeah, we could definitely tell the difference in sharpness. And it's something you'll probably notice too. Now, if we talk about the brightness, it pushes around 1,500 ANSI lumens, which sounds decent. But in real-world use, at night or in a dark room, it's great. But during the day, even with the curtains drawn, we're fighting that natural light. Meanwhile, our gaming TV is beaming with brightness, regardless of external lighting. And then there's HDR. If you've ever seen Dolby Vision or HDR10 Plus on a good OLED, you already know where this is going. Our gaming TVs just crush it here. The colors pop off the screen, so it's a whole vibe. And the Cosmos Max, it also does HDR technically, but it just doesn't hit the same level. Now, when we paired it up with our PS5, just like, the input lag on the Cosmos Max is still noticeable. For casual gaming, it's not a big deal though. But in fast-paced titles like Call of Duty or FIFA, there's a delay between pressing a button and seeing the action. Competitive players will definitely find it kind of frustrating, just like we did. We've come to really appreciate the built-in 360-degree sound system with Dolby Digital Plus. Especially as a projector, it still sounds surprisingly good. Here's an audio sample for you. We mean, for something that's primarily meant to project visuals, the audio fills the room decently. It's great for Netflix binges, casual gaming, or just having some background music playing while you hang out. Now, if we talk about our gaming TVs, the built-in speakers are good, but don't have much depth or bass like the Cosmo projector has. And sure, there are some higher-end models coming out with better sound, but they still often sound flat or lack any real bass. That's the thing. You usually end up adding a soundbar or a full surround system just to get that extra. So the Cosmos Max is a solid all-in-one, great for simple setups, and still works well with external audio. Now, if we talk about the connectivity, the Nebula Cosmos Max runs on Android TV, so we've got the usual apps right there. YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, and we didn't have to worry about plugging in anything extra. We also liked how Chromecast support made it simple to cast stuff straight from our phones. And for connections, it's got HDMI 2.0, which worked fine for streaming shows or watching movies casually. But when we tried hooking it up with a PS5, we did notice a bit of a downside. There's no HDMI 2.1. And while it looked decent, we definitely missed out on that smooth 4K experience. But when it comes to really maxing out your PS5 experience, a good gaming TV with HDMI 2.1 will give you the things you need: VRR, ALLM, and that 4K 120Hz. Okay, here's the thing. Portability with the Cosmos Max is kinda underrated. It works well for a movie night in the bedroom or even outside in the backyard. It doesn't have a built-in battery though, but that's not really a problem. With the Cosmos Max, we found it gives us way more flexibility. Another perk? You don't need a stand or table for this projector, just a blank wall or a projector screen, and you're good to go. We can easily move it from room to room or even take it outside for a movie night. It just feels more versatile, which is something we really appreciated. But of course, that comes with its own downsides, like not getting the same level of image quality or brightness you'd get from a dedicated gaming TV. Now, if we compare that to gaming TVs, it's a different story. As we said, we've used the Samsung one, and it's pretty heavy. Once we mount this TV, it's staying put. And if you live in a smaller space or just enjoy switching things up every now and then, that can feel a little restrictive. We definitely ran into that issue, where moving the TV around just wasn't an option. When the Nebula Cosmos Max 4K dropped, it was nearly $1,800, but now you can find it for about $900, or even less with a sale. That's a huge price drop. Now, gaming TVs can really vary. A good 55-inch 4K TV with HDMI 2.1 might run you around $800 to $1,200. But if you're looking at top-tier OLEDs, those can easily hit $2,000. So, is the Cosmos Max worth it? From our experience, if you're into streaming, watching movies, and doing some light gaming, it's definitely a great pick. The Android TV integration and built-in sound system have been pretty good for us. But if gaming is your main priority, especially if you're after smooth visuals and top-tier performance, we think you might get better value from a mid-range gaming TV. So, what do you think? Would you still go for a Cosmos projector, or is it all about those next-gen gaming TVs now? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.